Alright, here's everything that came in the box. You got your front casters, seem pretty heavy duty. Instruction manual. There's the various plates and parts. Heavy duty rear wheels with bearing. Seem pretty nice. Solid axle. It's a 1/2 inch there. There's a couple other plates over there. But several bags of hardware here. The chains to hold your MIG tank in. Now, I got this off eBay. It was on sale for 90 bucks shipped. And it's normally like 120 or 130, I want to say. So I guess it's built too, so the bottom shelf will actually hold a small plasma cutter, which is pretty cool. I don't have a plasma cutter, but I'd like to get one, so that would be pretty handy having them both on one cart. But alright, let me start getting this thing together, and I'll show you guys how it turns out. Alright, here is the finished final product with my Hobart 140 on top. So far, I mean, the cart seems nice enough. I thought it would hold the bottle a little tighter than it does. All it is this simple just chain link through the slot like that. So I may, depending, have come up with something to hold a little bit tighter than that, but shouldn't be hard. The hooks for the leads and the MIG gun work well, and the hooks and everything are situated so you can still open the door with your welder, which is nice. It's got the handle, the casters on front, the big wheels in back. So overall seems good. Yeah, obviously I haven't used it at all actually during welding, but so far it looks nice. Alright, for the last section of this review of the Eastwood MIG cart, I've now used it a little bit while actually working, and so far it's performed really great except for a couple things, and I'll let you guys know about those right now. Found this front lip here with the Hobart 140 on it. May differ depending on your welder. Gives you room to put some vice grips on there. It's a good place to store them, and yet also helps keep the welder on, which leads me to the one main problem with this cart is whenever you move it, if you're not on a completely level cement floor, the thing wants to slide around on you. The welder does on top of the cart. Damn near lost my welder the other day. I went over that lip coming out of the garage, and the thing, if I hadn't caught it, it would have went. I would have been pissed. But anyway, because if you look, there's no real ridge or any, just that little bitty bump to keep the welder up there, and that's just ridiculous. So what I did is here, there's actually a little bit of a curve, and I'm sure that differs from welder to welder. But on my 140, that's how it is. So I took a little piece of angle iron and welded it right here to the cart, and that keeps the welder on that side, but yet still allows me to open my door, which you have to be able to do. And then on the far side, welded section there, a section there, which holds the welder real good on that side. So now it's pretty bulletproof. You can run it over all the cracks in the driveway and whatever else you're doing. The other sort of issue I have is, I'm not sure what size bottle of MIG gas this is. I can't remember, but either way, whatever size you would be using, it really doesn't hold it that much. The chain just sort of loosely keeps it from tipping over, and there's no real anything that sits in on the bottom, so I'm not real sure what I'm going to do with that yet, because that thing, I don't know, I just don't trust it. There's definitely room on the bottom for it to move, and I was thinking of maybe sticking a chunk of box steel back here or something and putting a ratchet strap around the tank. That would probably work, but I don't know. I'm sure you'll see in future videos what I end up coming up with to fix that. But so yeah, if you don't mind welding on the 3 little pieces of angle iron, the cart is awesome. And like I said, I bought it on eBay for I think 90 bucks shipped. that's a hell of a deal. They're normally on $130 or something, but anyway, nice cart. I recommend it as long as you don't mind welding those little tabs on, and that may differ from welder to welder depending on what you're putting on there. I do plan now on getting the Eastwood plasma cutter that supposedly fits on the bottom shelf of this thing. I've done some looking at those, and I was planning on getting one of the Hobart ones, and I couldn't figure out why they were so expensive compared to other welders their size, and it's because a lot of them have the air compressor built in the welder. I don't need an air compressor. I've got my nice DeWalt one over there, so I'll probably buy one of the Eastwood ones since I know for sure it'll fit right on the cart, which would be pretty cool. So let's see, on the John Deere 345, which is my grass cutter slash snow plower slash odd jobber, when I got it, it had turf tires all around like they usually do, but I quickly found that on my property, which is 90% hills and banks and everything else, that turf tires really weren't going to cut it, even just mowing the grass. If it was a little bit wet out, or later in the summer like now when everything gets real sandy and dry and loose sand on all the banks and stuff, this thing would just sit and spin. I couldn't get anywhere. And so I bought some ag tires here, as you can see, and wheel weights, put those on. When I got it, it came with some Carlisle, real nice turf tires on the front, but they had a lot of holes and patches in them already. And as the couple of years went on, I ended up getting several more holes and had to put tubes in them. And when I bought the ag tires on eBay, they came with these turf tires here for free. There's some, I don't know, foreign ones, but they look nice enough, I guess, but they hold a little more air pressure than the Carlisles did. And like when I'd be plowing snow and stuff, the Carlisles, I don't know, they'd get okay traction. If you were pushing snow until you got to where you had a whole bunch, you could still turn some. These things, you might as well forget about turning when you have the plow on the front of this. It's like you have I don't know, just a tractor with the steering locked or something. You have to go just very, very slow and have nothing on your blade in order to turn this thing at all. So that just wasn't going to cut it. And even sometimes mowing, if I'm going uphill and I go to turn, the tractor just ends up pushing these things. So what I ended up doing, and they're very expensive, I want to say they're like 70 bucks a piece, but I got the Firestone Tri-Ribs from Miller Tire in Wauseon, Ohio. You can find these on their website. They have several other, well, I'm sure they have lots of different types of tires, but lots of different stuff that's real popular on eBay for tire-wise and on the lawn tractor forums and stuff. But so far these Tri-Ribs look really awesome. They're the same size as what I've got on there, the 16/650 by 8. And they are Firestones. So I'm pretty excited about those. I'm not sure next few days here I'll find the time to get those mounted up, but that should definitely make this thing steer a lot better, both in the sandy or muddy soil and in the snow. So that should really help things a lot. But I'll let you know how that I'll let you know how that goes, guys. Wow, I'm having a hell of a time today. But alright, that's all for now. I will be doing an update of the Sears diesel mud mower here shortly. I sort of wanted to get to a stopping point, but I guess there's, I don't know, as you guys know, there's really no stopping point once you get doing a project. So alright, that's all for today. Thanks for watching.